Is this the end of BTS Harmony? In a supposedly joyful live broadcast, J-Hope's smile turned into a question mark, and JIN, who just won the most prestigious award in his solo career, didn't even celebrate with the other BTS members. Only J-Hope seemed to be sincerely congratulating. But why only him? And what does JIN's secret code mean to J-Hope caught on camera? Is it true that JIN and the other members' relationship has deteriorated? A shocking truth is finally revealed. Live is not just a celebration, it's a sad confession. When J-Hope's live notification lit up on the screens of thousands of BTS fans around the world, none of them thought that what they were about to see wasn't just about congratulations. It was a heart-wrenching reveal that opened up old wounds. Who would have thought that, behind an awkward smile and a half-hearted sounding laugh, a secret message from a shocking and sad genie was tucked away? JIN's win at the Asian Music Awards for Best Solo Performance should be a moment of pride, not just for her, but for all BTS members. But that night, when his name was announced and applause echoed from thousands of spectators, not a single BTS member's face was seen backstage. No hacks. There are no tears, Haru. There's no togetherness like there used to be. The question, why? Even more astonishingly, the only congratulations that came with a sincere face and trembling voice came precisely from J-Hope through his impromptu live broadcast. But when the camera pointed at him, there was something unusual. His eyes were searching, as if waiting for someone or hiding something. And when he finally recited the message from the genie that was sent personally and recited live, everything changed. Hyung said, "Thank you for understanding why I can't celebrate with others." The sentence sounds light, but J-Hope's expression suddenly stiffened. There was a pause. It was as if he was considering whether to continue or not. Then, a startling phrase came from J-Hope's lips, almost like a whisper. Hyung also said, "Don't think their smiles are sincere." What does JIN mean? Who does he mean by they? Does this refer to other BTS members? Why did only J-Hope receive that private message? And furthermore, what really happened between JIN and the other members? ARMY has long noted that JIN and J-Hope do have a different relationship. They are not just colleagues, they are like brothers who keep each other in silence. But over the past few months, JIN's interactions with other members have been barely noticeable. Even in BTS' special project to celebrate their debut anniversary, JIN appeared last and chose individual sessions. A sign? But that night, behind all of J-Hope's usual soothing laughter, the live turned into a confessional. When one of the comments from the audience asked, "Why don't you celebrate together?" J-Hope seemed at a loss for words. He took a deep breath and in a quiet voice said, "Sometimes you don't want to celebrate something if others aren't happy." Does this mean that the other BTS members are not happy with JIN's victory?
Why?
What made JIN choose to stay away from the celebration, from the euphoria that they had always done together? Shortly after the live, footage emerged of fans mentioning that one of the other members had referred to JIN's victory as an agency-imposed thing. This comment angered a lot of ARMY fans, and speculation arose. Has jealousy started to grow inside BTS? And perhaps this is the most cutting. JIN, who is known as the oldest Hyung who always wants all the members to be happy, now feels the need to convey a hidden message only to J-Hope. In the world they once formed together, why is it that now only one is considered to understand? Some fans said that when J-Hope read the message, he had made a hand symbol that they used to convey codes that were used in trainees when they could not speak directly. The symbol, which, when translated, can mean, "I hear you, I stay here." In an instant, the whole meaning of life changed. This is not just a congratulation. This is the bridge that JIN is trying to build not to all of BTS, but to just one person he trusts. And the big question arises, what has happened behind the scenes? Why is J-Hope still JIN's only place to lean on? Is the split in BTS happening? Secretly, the cry of an ARMY watching live sounds very real in this viral piece of footage. I don't know if I should be happy or sad. Why aren't they like they used to be? Why is JIN alone? Why is J-Hope by your side? Does this mean that BTS is no longer whole behind the scenes, although in public they smile together? Does solo JIN's victory actually show the cracks that have been hidden? One thing's for sure. That night, J-Hope and JIN send each other more than just congratulations. They show an emotional side that they never express directly. And for ARMY, it's a call for more than just support. It's an alarm that even a bond as strong as BTS's could be put to the test. But is this really the end? Or is it just a matter of time before they get back together? Could it be that JIN just needs time? Or did he really choose his own path? These questions continued to resonate, even as the live was over. And one comment that J-Hope wrote after the broadcast closed it all with such a deep meaning. "Hyung, I understand, but I hope one day they understand." The sentence, although short, contains more flavor than a million clarifications. And until now, the fans can only wait. Will JIN speak directly? Or will we witness these small fragments become larger cracks? Flashback to the early days of BTS's debut. All fans know that JIN is a figure who is always a counterweight. He is not only the oldest Hyung, but also a figure who often takes on the role of guardian of harmony. From feeding members during rehearsals to holding back tears when others are tired, JIN is the silent foundation that sustains many things. So how can it be that now, at the peak of his solo success, he is precisely separated from them? J-Hope seems to know the answer. But he doesn't say it directly. He conveys it in body language, in the occasional quivering voice, and in carefully tucked sentences. As he said, "Sometimes you choose silence not because you don't care, but because you want to keep what's left." Are those leftovers the remnants of a friendship that used to be so strong? Or is it just the sweet memories that are now starting to blur? One of the most speculated moments occurred around the middle of the live, when a fan commented, "You guys still see all the members a lot, right?" J-Hope's face changed instantly. He replied quickly, Yeah, sometimes. But Hyung prefer to be alone now." The sentence implies many things. And when another fan asked if JIN was okay, J-Hope smiled and said, "He's building his own space." Seemingly simple phrase, but in this context, shake. Build your own space? Doesn't that mean getting out of the common room? And remember when JIN briefly disappeared from BTS's group chat for a few weeks? At that time, many thought he was only focused on his solo projects. But now, after this live, fans are starting to string together clues. Lost warm interaction with RM and Jungkook. There was no public support from V or Suga when JIN won. JIN chose not to mention any BTS members in his victory speech. I ask this all just a coincidence? Or is it true that something is cracked? Some speculations even mention that tensions began to arise since JIN decided to continue his solo project without much agency interference. He wants to be JIN as an artist, not just part of BTS. And that decision, while it should have been supported, caused awkwardness within the group. Fans with keen eyes even found snippets of the video when JIN attended the awards ceremony alone. At that moment, the camera's spotlight caught JIN looking at the stage blankly. Not because he was nervous, but because the seat next to him, which was usually filled by another member, was empty this time. And what did the genie do after receiving the trophy? Instead of waving his arms or forming hearts for the members, he just looked down briefly, then stepped off the stage quickly, as if he wanted to leave immediately. Now that J-Hope is back, it all makes sense. Even some fans are starting to notice that J-Hope, known as the sunshine of BTS, is starting to change. More reserved, prefer to perform alone. And now, it was the only place where JIN could rest. And in the live, when he received a voice message from JIN and delivered it to the audience, J-Hope's voice sounded a little shaky as he said, Hyung said, he felt that not all victories should be celebrated if the heart does not win. That sentence struck many hearts. Fans were crying. Some are beginning to suspect. Some are in denial. But one thing is indisputable. Something is wrong. Something that JIN felt so deeply that he could only share it with one person. Then came the surprising speculation from old fans. Has JIN actually ever been misunderstood by other members? Some of the old threads in the international forum are reopened. Old discussions about JIN, who rarely gets support when performing solo, or when his jokes are sometimes not considered funny on the group's internal variety show. All those little memories that were once thought to be the wind now feel like an unconscious wound, and now the wound is open in front of millions of eyes. But does this mean the end of BTS as we know it? Or is it just a phase of misunderstanding that takes time? J-Hope himself closed his live with the most emotional sentence of the night. If one day we can all sit together again and tell a heart-to-heart story. I don't think there should be a camera. Let's be honest. The sentence silenced everything. No clickbait can match the pain fans felt that night. No fanfiction scenario can match J-Hope's. When the live ended, not only the ARMY was immersed in silence, but also the analysts of the entertainment industry. An emotional phenomenon like this is rare in the world of K-pop, where relationships between members are usually shown as perfect without cracks. But what J-Hope showed, with her calm expression that harbors sadness and with her low voice that almost breaks into tears, has changed the way we look at BTS forever. And for the first time in the history of this group, the feeling of being shunned and the feeling of no longer being part of a single whole is spoken about not by fans, but by the one who is right in it, by the genie himself, through whispers, codes, and emotional vibrations that only an observant eye and a sensitive heart can catch. After the broadcast, many fans began to dig back into the moments of JIN's interactions with other members in recent years. A video at the 2022 concert went viral again when JIN seemed to want to embrace one of the members after the song was finished, but his hand stopped in the middle of the road. Then he just patted himself on the shoulder. In the past, that moment was taken for granted. Now, it looked like a wound that was being held. Even during the variety show sessions, JIN, who is known as worldwide handsome and a natural entertainer, was seen starting to often be silent. His gaze was blank as the other members joked. He just smiled lightly. And on several occasions, he didn't even appear at all, just stating the reason for not being able to attend, without further explanation. Then comes the more slicing question. Does JIN really still feel part of BTS? Or he is only left as a symbol, not as a brother? And if he really felt that way, since when? J-Hope, while not explicitly answering all the questions that rumble in the minds of fans, inserts a very disturbing hint. In the middle of the live, as he read ARMY's comment that said, "Jin Hyung looks very alone when winning," he just took a deep breath, then replied, "He's been holding back all by himself for too long, so maybe he feels more comfortable that way now. It's been too long holding all by myself." What exactly does J-Hope mean by all? Are feelings not considered? The jealousy of others? Or JIN's decision to choose his own path? And the next phrase that J-Hope uttered literally hit the hearts of the fans. Sometimes, jealousy can be more painful than hatred, because of which you are jealous. Used to be your own best friend. It was a sentence that could not be spoken carelessly. It was a sentence that could only come out of someone who saw and experienced for themselves the cracking of something that was once so beautiful. And that sentence made the fans ask, who is jealous? And why did they feel threatened by the JIN's victory? The undeniable fact is that JIN's solo project has indeed become one of the most successful releases in the history of K-pop solo idol. The physical album exploded. His songs occupy global charts. Even critics praise JIN as BTS's most mature vocal. However, when all the spotlight came, the support of other members actually disappeared. No post survived RM. There was no supportive comment from Suga. Even V, who has been known to be the most expressive, only liked one post and then never mentioned JIN again. Is this a sign of an inside wound? Do they really feel that JIN stepped too far from the group line and began to build his own world? But J-Hope, again, did not throw accusations. It just says, each of us has a path, but sometimes the path makes you realize you no longer walk hand in hand. And as the fans dug deeper, they discovered that JIN was no longer attending the group's internal meetings. He began to work more often with his own team. Even some HYB staff said that JIN is now only coordinating via email for group-related matters. It comes as an obligation, not as a choice of heart. How did this happen? And why does only J-Hope stay close to him? One theory is starting to take hold. J-Hope is the only one who knows the real story. He was the only one who heard JIN crying in the middle of the night. The only one that JIN still contacts when he doesn't want to talk to anyone. Even in one of the comments on Live, an ARMY wrote, "Why do you feel like you have your own secrets, just the two of you?" And J-Hope only laughed softly before answering calmly. Because sometimes, only one person can hear you without judging. The sentence shook. Because for JIN, maybe only J-Hope doesn't see him as a rival. Only J-Hope doesn't